and welcome back to Monday Movie Hunting, the best way to start your week. I've done it again, the lights aren't on. Let's put them on. I'll see you slow that time. Okay, so today is Monday, and I did make a little faux pas last week. So, I will tell you what that is in a moment, but first let's head to the Sainsbury's clip, which is always kind of short. There's never really much to it, is there? But anyway, let's go! Okay, we are back. So, of course, the main release today was Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, Maleficent 2. I really liked the first one. I'm really excited for this one. They had the Blu-ray in Sainsbury's. Didn't have the slipcover. They had the DVD and they had the 2-pack, but they did not have the 3D Blu-ray. So, I'm ordering it on Amazon. I'm really excited for that to arrive, so I don't physically have it here. I was in the shop and I questioned, do I really want to pick up the 3D one? Do I really need to pick up the 3D one? And the answer was no. I don't really need to pick up the 3D one. However, I have the first one on 3D, and many of these Disney movies all match. And I was like, oh, I do quite like that they all match. I was like, yeah, okay, for the difference in price, I was like, yeah, I'll just pick up the 3D one. I don't remember the last time I watched a 3D movie. I don't honestly know. But I did think about it the other day. I was like, I want to start watching the movies in 3D. I want to give it a go because I haven't watched a 3D movie in so long. I feel like I'm not sure now whether they could be completely different or more amazing. I just don't know. I always pick up the Marvel in 3D. I always pick up Disney in 3D if I can. And that's kind of my rules for that, I suppose. But anyway, they didn't have it in 3D. So I didn't pick it up yet. I'm going to order it on Amazon, so that's all fine. But yeah, very excited about it. I won't be watching it immediately, I definitely know, because Josh hasn't seen the first one. And I'm desperate to watch the first one with him. I really enjoyed the first one. I really loved it. I don't know why we haven't watched it together, I'm not sure. And I feel like I would have watched it quicker with him if it was at my house. I've still got some movies that are at my mum's house, and the reason for that is because it's still in a box. I haven't taken the disc out. It's a 3D, as I say. My 3D movie shelf, a lot of it, bar the Disney classics, Disney Pixars, which are all in, I've got them kind of all on a shelf here. A lot of them are still at my mum's house because I had a 3D shelf, and for some reason I just don't seem to have moved a lot of them. So the DreamWorks movies and some live action Disney movies are still there on this shelf. So I really need to sort that out, and I desperately need to do that more so now because I want to watch Maleficent. So I'm going to pick up Maleficent and obviously maybe have a look while it's on the 3D shelf. But yeah, so I'm definitely picking up Maleficent soon. Hopefully before the end of the week I'll pick up the first one and we'll watch the first one soon, and so on and so forth. But so I know I won't be watching the second one immediately because I do want to, one, I want to rewatch the first one. I feel like we would have done that possibly anyway, and two, as I say, Josh hasn't even seen the first one, so we're definitely going to do that. So that's the whole thing with Maleficent. I'd really like to know your thoughts on it. I do feel like I think people didn't enjoy the second one as much as the first one, but correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not too sure. Now the other movie that I did manage to get is Gemini Man with Will Smith. So this is Will Smith twice, I believe. He's I keep seeing pictures of, there's always that one where he's there and he says, are they twins? I mean, that would make sense. Gemini, twice the Smith, twice the action. I feel like it's two Will Smiths. What was that other movie they did that with? Was it Legend? The one about the Cray brothers where they had two Tom Hardys? That was cool. But yeah, this is two Will Smiths. I used to really be a big fan of Will Smith when I was younger. I literally thought Will Smith was the best. And I feel like he used to do really, really, well, I'm going to say really great movies, and I'm going to put Hitch in there. When I was younger, I loved Hitch. I thought it was the greatest. Hitch, Pursuit of Happiness, there was more. I Am Legend, there was still more. I never really watched I, Robot, to be honest, but that was kind of around that same time. There was something else, and he was doing all these really, really, really great. Oh, £7, I loved that too. Anyway, I really was a big Will Smith fan, and then I watched, what was that movie? I went to the cinema, and I watched this movie. It was with him and Jaden Smith. And to be fair, it kind of looks a bit like this. I thought that's why I thought about it. What is it called? I'm going to just have to figure this out now for you guys, because I feel like we all need to know what this one Will Smith movie that I went to the cinema to see. I don't own the movie and I've never watched it since. And it wasn't awful, but I just then kind of went off of Will Smith movies a bit. But I kept watching. I used to really kind of religiously, I suppose, watch them. I feel like though he has come out with some good ones since. I really like Collateral Beauty. I know other people didn't necessarily. Where is it? See, it's kind of low down, I guess, because it wasn't that good. What was it called? It was like a sci-fi one. After Earth. Was that it? When did this come out? It was a while ago I went to the cinema. It was like a long time ago. 2013. Yes, that was it. After Earth. I never watched it again. Will Smith, James Smith, and I feel like I didn't really like it that much. And now I feel like I actually think I made a video, maybe on this channel. I'm not 100% sure. I don't even know when the channel started now. Anyway, I made a video at the cinema. I'm sure I used to do cinema. Go to the cinema with me or something, and I remember I saw Monsters University. I did one of that. Anyway, we're way getting off track. Will Smith. This is Gemini Man. I feel like, I don't know why it reminds me of that other one, but it does. But I'm still excited about it, and I feel like I like it. I feel like I've been kind of craving this type of movie in for the mix for this year's pickups. Now, I said there was a third movie, and I'm wrong. The third movie actually now comes out in March. I had a completely different third movie in my mind, and it isn't even a thing. But you guys all guessed a third movie, which was fantastic, and so well done for guessing 3 movies. Most people guessed the same. The third movie people guessed was Snatches. I kind of looked that up. I hadn't heard about it. I didn't know about it. I kind of looked it up. I thought, yeah, okay, it seems kind of interesting, but it wasn't something I was definitely wanted to pick up immediately, but it's kind of on my radar now, so I thought, oh, that's good. So obviously, if you guessed Gemini Man and Maleficent, you guessed correctly, which I think everybody did, so that is awesome. But yeah, the movie that was my third movie isn't coming out today, so that wasn't a thing. So I got confused. What we'll do is we'll head over to the spreadsheet, then we'll talk about what I watched, and then we'll obviously talk about next week. Let's see who guessed correctly. Let's go! Okay, so here are the people who guessed correctly this week. We have Sam on 3, Alison on 15, Ben on 14, Mark on 11, Spoonamum on 5. Wayne, I put a question mark because I saw a comment from Wayne. And Wayne does always guess. And then the comment didn't have the guess in. But the comment had been edited, so I don't know if it lost its guess or if there was another comment and then it had gotten... I didn't know. I was confused. So I put a question mark. Gaz Movies is on 13. Bright Films is on 7. Physical Media Forever Kitty Cat is on 12. And Super Luke also guessed correctly again this week. So we have these guesses at the moment, and I feel like it's exciting again because people are getting into the high numbers, so I can't wait to see what you guys will guess next week. So well done if you guessed correctly. Let's head back to the other me. Okay, so we're at the what I watched part, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy because I actually watched a lot. I watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies. So I bet you're thinking, 8 movies. I'm going to have achieved a lot. I'm going to rat through my list. I'm going to have done a great job. I'm going to definitely have watched Joker. Of which none of this is the case. I watched 1 Monday Movie Hunt out of the 8. I feel like, I mean, you'll see what happened. So, Tuesdays, me and Josh have started like a Tuesday thing where we watch a film. I feel like I said this last week. And it's like a chilled out film. Usually it's a rewatch, usually it's kind of a chick flick romantic film. The first one, as I said, was It Takes Two, the next one was The Proposal. This week's was a weird one, because it was a movie that I didn't think that I liked. I watched it only once before. I didn't really like it that much the first time I watched it, and to be fair, I feel like I could have gone without watching it ever again. And then, when we watched The Proposal, or what was it, yeah. When we watched The Proposal, the trailer for this movie came up, and I was like, and actually the trailer kind of sold me on it. I was kind of like, oh yeah, I kind of want to watch this movie. I was like, yeah, I want to watch this. I feel like I'll enjoy it. And I love, I quite like the people who were in it. So the movie in question is Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, and obviously it has, what's his name? I'm looking at him now. Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Garner. So those are the people in it. I like Matthew McConaughey. I mean, obviously, he used to do kind of some movies and he's kind of gotten better. And then Jennifer Garner, I always really like. I love her, especially 13 Going on 30. 13 Going on 30 is one of my favourites. I'm sure it's going to come up soon, this Tuesday thing, even though me and Josh have watched it together a bunch of times. Anyway, I love Mark Ruffalo, love Jennifer Garner, it's just perfect, I love it. Anyway, Ghost of Girlfriend's Past, I rewatched it and I quite enjoyed it. I gave it 3.5, thought it was funny, thought it was cute. I'd forgotten that Emma Stone was in it and she was really funny in it. I really liked that. It was okay. It was kind of stupid, but I miss those kind of stupid, cheesy, romantic comedies. So I quite enjoyed that. And then we watched To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You, which is the new Netflix To All the Boys I Loved Before movie. It's the sequel. I'd read the book. The first one and the second one. I haven't read the third book, so I was desperate for this to come out, so then I could watch this and then I'd read the third book, because I needed a bit of a recap. It'd been a while since I'd read the other books, so I thought I'll just wait for the movie. Yeah, and I enjoyed this. I gave it 3.5 as well. It was cute, it was fun, it wasn't amazing. I feel like I really quite liked the first one, and this one I was like, yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I liked it. It was 3.5. I'd possibly watch it again. If they make a third one, I might watch the first and then the second and then the third. We'll see. I'm definitely going to read the third book as well. But yeah, it was cute, it was fun, it was kind of what I guess I thought it was going to be. So that was enjoyable. Then I watched the Monday movie hunt that I watched, which was Abominable, which I liked. I gave 3.5 as well, which does seem a bit low. I feel like Ghost of Girlfriend's Past is more of a 3, but we did laugh quite a few times. To All the Boys I Loved Before, I'm taking 3.5. Ghost of Girlfriend's Past, maybe it's 3. Abominable is probably a high 3.5. I feel like 3.5 seems a bit harsh now, but to be honest, when I watched it, I was just a bit underwhelmed. I think maybe I expected too much, or I don't know. I'm now questioning it. I don't know. I liked it, but it didn't feel like a DreamWorks movie. Or no, okay. I'm worried that DreamWorks is going through that phase again. They went through this phase. What movies did they have? Like Over the Hedge, I thought was okay. Oh, there's some others. There's more. I like Flushed Away actually quite a lot, so that doesn't count. Oh, come on. There must be some others. I really desperately now want to look at the DreamWorks, like, list. Monsters vs. Aliens. That's kind of another okay one. I actually decided I didn't like it. Again, I'm kind of thinking, oh, maybe I do. I always have a weird thing with that movie. I actually quite liked Megamind. I thought that was good. That wasn't really in that phase. But this one, it just felt not as magical as it should. I don't know. I liked it though. It was cute. I would watch it again. To be fair, the first time I watched Toy Story 4, I feel like I gave it 3.5. Maybe I gave it 4, I don't know. And then I continually want to watch Toy Story 4, and now I really love it. I love Toy Story 4 now. I have to tell you, I love it. But yeah, so Abominable, I enjoyed it. It was cute. But I feel like I'm going to like Smallfoot better. I haven't watched Smallfoot yet. But from what people have said, I feel like I'm going to like that better. So I'm excited to watch that now. Anyway, and then there was the Disney movie marathon, of which I watched Robin Hood for the first time ever. The Robin Hood from 1973, Robin Hood, Little John. I watched it and I realised I have not watched Robin Hood before. And I gave it 4 stars. It was cute, it was fun, I liked the songs, like Robin Hood, like the characters. It wasn't, I feel like the older ones, if you don't watch them when you're younger, you don't grow up with them, there's not that kind of connection. But yeah, I liked it and I enjoyed it, so that was good. So I'm glad that I finally now kind of ticked that one off too, because like I say, I hadn't seen it. And then it kind of got into a rewatchville of the Disneys, as obviously most of them are rewatches. I watched Brave, which I love. I think it's actually one of my favourites. I gave this 5 stars. And again, Brave started out, I didn't give it 5 stars initially, but movies just kind of grow on me over time. Yeah, so I gave it 5 stars. I love Brave. Then I rewatched Ralph Breaks the Internet, which is crazy because it's the 3rd time I've watched this in kind of such a short time. And I'm really glad that I'm kind of rewatched this one a bunch. I still enjoyed it a lot. I gave it 5 stars again. I don't know what it is about it. I just really quite like it. And again, I really am starting to really like Toy Story 4. So yeah, I'm kind of really in a Ralph Breaks the Internet and Toy Story 4 thing at the moment, which are the last 2 Disney movies that came out. Is there any others? Am I missing one? I don't think so. Well, obviously Frozen 2 is out in the cinema. I mean on Blu-ray. Obviously I'm desperate to watch Frozen 2. Then I rewatched the Aristocats, whatever you want to call it. And I gave this one 4.5. I used to watch this all the time when I was a kid. I loved it. It was cute. It was fun. Little cats. I liked it. I feel like I didn't like it as much as I did when I was younger, but obviously I really liked it. I had a lot of nostalgia. And as I was watching it, I was like, oh, is this the one with the ducks where they have the funny little walk and the little song? I couldn't fully remember. I'd not watched it for years. And it was. And it's the... It's not quite like that, but... Then I rewatched Inside Out, which I gave 4.5 stars. I have this weird thing with Inside Out. I've gone up and down, back and forth on it a million times for whether I really like it or don't, or this or that. And ultimately, it's just funny. It's funny, it's cute, it's clever, it's great. I feel like Brad Pitt's Inside is also kind of that clever funness as well. But Inside Out, it is really good. And I do find it funny. Even though sometimes it's not overly silly. I feel like in parts it's a little bit, I don't know the word. But anyway, so those are all the films that I watched. Again, if I would have watched 8 Monday Movie Hunts, I feel like that would have been fantastic, wouldn't it? We'll see. We'll see how this next week goes. The reason I didn't watch Joker, and maybe the reason I didn't enjoy Abominable as much, is because the evening that I was going to watch that, I wasn't, like, the day was okay, but I wasn't like having the best day, so I feel like I wasn't in the mindset to watch Joker, because I feel like I do this all the time. I like to, if it's something I'm really looking forward to, I like to have the best circumstances for it. I don't want any kind of outside influences, or if I'm feeling like in a bit of a bad mood or something, I don't want it to influence on the movie, because I've done that before. I've been in a bit of a bad mood, I've watched a movie and I've not enjoyed it as much because of something else. So I do think that potentially Abominable could have had that kind of hindrance from that, but that's the reason I didn't watch Joker. I watched Abominable on Saturday night, and I didn't watch Joker because of that reason. So I feel like, you know, I'm glad I didn't watch Joker, but maybe Abominable's rating suffered a little bit. We don't know. We can't be sure. Anyway, those are all the movies that I watched. Let me double check what I'm picking up next week, and then I will tell you how many to guess. Okay, so I know where we're at now. Next week is two movies, both of which I am looking forward to. I mean, that's why I'm picking them up. That makes sense. I do really want to knuckle down with watching the ones from this year now, and also backtracking. I'm kind of getting all stuck. I've watched 1, 2, 3, 4. This doesn't sound good, does it? From this year. Must try harder is definitely key here. I feel like I started off really well. It's gone a bit wayward. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna do it. I feel like I would like to watch. What's the week? I'm trying to think what my plans are this weekend. 5. I would like to watch 5 Monday Movie Hunts by next Monday. Let's see if we can achieve 5. Now, all of them don't have to be from this year. I do still want to do a lot of last year's backlog. I don't mind as much if I need to catch up on this year, because I've been doing it last year, like, it's here or there, isn't it? They're all on my to watch list. So 5, that's what I'm aiming for. 5 to watch. Don't get confused, 2 we're picking up. I feel like I'm saying all numbers everywhere now. 2 for next week. Let me know 2 guesses down in the comments below. Let me know if you've seen Gemini Man. Let me know if you saw that After Earth movie too, and obviously any thoughts on Will Smith, and of course let me know your thoughts on Maleficent, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Well done if you guessed correctly, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.